1051.
Power 105.1 is the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building this morning. He goes by the name of Jason Maiden. He's the Director of Innovation at Nike.
Now, what that means in terms
is what?
Angela Yee says he designs the actual Jordans.
Well, that was his former position.
That was a former role. I'm in a different world now, so I'm working on technology stuff.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different.
But let's keep it on the sneakers. So when you say you design Jordans, like, I mean, of course, not the 1 through 5s or anything like that.
No. I started as an intern, so I went from about the 16 all the way up to about the 22, 23.
Okay. Spikes and all that, too?
Yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff, yeah.
I think we got a new connect, Envy.
I know, well,
Well, no, let's talk about this for a second, though, because it's interesting to me.
Wait, before we go into that, are you single, brother?
Hey,
Why?
man.
Envy wants to get with you.
You want to date him for some sneakers? Oh my gosh! Okay, you know what? You took it too far, Envy.
Personal life.
Envy will do anything for sneakers.
No, I'm talking about. I'm good, Angela, we couldn't hook up Angela Yee with Jeremy Lin.
Okay.
Which would have got us courtside tickets. But Jason Maiden's not a bad look for Angela Yee.
It's not a bad
They're
look for
thinking
us.
about themselves. Really.
No, we thinking about you, our sister. He seems like a good guy. He's
How do you know he
light-skinned.
just walked in the room?
He got a good job.
He works at Team Jordan. He got to hook up on Jordan. That's
sure
a
his
great
credit's
job.
pretty good.
Y'all trying to get the hand-me-downs. I understand.
Yes, we are.
I understand. Hey,
I'm saying, Angela, you're single. He's single. I mean, y'all went out. Y'all going out? What's up?
This is a very good friend of mine. We've known each other for years.
That's how it starts. Good friends start off the best relationship. That's how the best relationships start.
Absolutely. You got to be friends before you can be lovers.
But you got to get in the box. You got to let them try it out.
Test it out.
Give him some of that Yee box so we can get unlimited boxes of Jordans in here.
Come on, Yee. Take over for the team.
That's not going to work.
Team Yee for Team Jordan. That's a fair trade.
Now go ahead, Yee.
No, but what's interesting to me about Jason is how he started off as an intern, because he went through everything to try to work at Nike. I mean, this guy called up places where he found somebody who interned at Nike to try to meet them. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I went from writing letters to people that I didn't know to giving up the chance to play sports, to go to art school, to doing everything possible to get into that company, because that's my dream, was to design shoes. So I feel fortunate that someone responded, having people like Tinker Hatfield, people like, MJ himself, people like the former president of Jordan Brand, Larry Miller, reach out. Because I'm originally born and raised on the south side of Chicago, so normally we don't get opportunities to get access to people like that. So
y'all get shot.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And in Chicago, everybody looks up to Michael Jordan so much.
Exactly. So to have that brother reach out, and a lot of people say, you know what, does MJ give back? He does. He's not a vocal person, but he sees people and he invests in them. So the company and MJ themselves, they invested in me over the years, ended up sending me to Stanford to get my business degree as a designer, which is completely opposite of what they normally do. So.
Right.
It just came down to me just keeping my mouth shut, doing the dirty work, and having an opportunity to grind. And so, here I am today.
Now, we have this intern that works here. Is he in the room?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
LAPAZ.
We make him do all kinds of dirty work in here.
Make him go to IHOP.
When you first started
That's not
interning.
dirty work. That's just
That's good work.
hard. Yeah.
When you first started interning, what was your main job?
I was designing shoelaces. So,
Designer, shoelaces,
lace tips.
What the hell is they just put the plastic thing on it?
Yeah, man, that's what I thought until I started sketching them.
Right.
And then I figured out there's 1,000,001 different ways to actually design them, lace them, make them more cost effective. So, everything from how a shoe is constructed to how a shoe actually was closed was my responsibility as an intern. So it was crazy. I did everything. I went and ran errands for people, shoelaces, printed out presentations. I did everything.
So for our intern, all that Windexing and cleaning the windows you do, and just figure out innovative ways to clean the windows.
That's right.
Yeah. Left hand, right hand.
Left hand, right hand. Wax on,
wax off.
I'm actually we're just trying to teach you karate. That's all we're really trying to teach you.
Now, the biggest shoe that you've seen in Nike history, what are some of the biggest shoes that you've ever seen people go crazy for and nuts for?
Man, the Concord 11s.
Concord 11?
Concord 11s, the Yeezys.
Hey.
PC Yeezy, not Angela Yeezy, but Con Yeezy.
Right.
Did you help design the Yeezy?
No, but I wear tested them.
Okay.
Which means that I got them early and just walked around them and looked fresh. So that's
what they call it, wear tested them?
Wear tested them,
Me and Envy will be happy to do some wear testing before,
Now, what about foam posits?
Which ones?
The new one, the Galaxy.
The Galaxies?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are here for All-Star Weekend. So didn't work on those, but definitely if you can go and get them, go and get them.
Okay.
If you can.
If you can.
If you can, I got mine already. So, you got your show?
Not yet.
What's the most anybody's ever paid for a pair of Nikes?
Man, I've seen a pair that I worked on for Eminem, the AJ2s, go
I remember those.
for $8,000 on eBay.
Now, what about the Jordan? What were they? The Back to the Future Jordan? Back to the Future Nikes.
Yeah, the Marty McFlys.
Now,
yeah.
what were
those?
those?
That was for charity, though, right?
Yep.
Now, how many were made?
I think, don't quote, well, you can quote me on it. I think it was only several thousand that were made.
Several thousand.
Fight Club got some.
They went for like the prices were like $2,000, $3,000 for a pair, something like that.
Yeah, it got up there because it was for a good cause. So people understood that all the proceeds went back to save,
It's a write-off.
Yeah, exactly.
Did
Not
it
necessarily a write-off, but I mean, you're doing things that allow people to understand and bring awareness to a certain issue. And we just happen to have a relationship with Michael J. Fox, so.
What issue was that? Time travel?
Did it really light up and all that stuff?
It did everything.
It sucked, like they said it was supposed to close by itself?
Yeah. Well, it didn't do that piece, but the future's right around the corner, so.
They got it in Fight Club for like $6,000.
Yeah.
If you can, go out there and get it because it is for a good cause.
What's that feeling like when you see somebody rocking a sneaker that you designed? Like, you just walk down the street like, yo, I designed that.
Man, it's crazy. I mean, I'm 6'3", so I actually roll up on them and say thank you, and they think I'm trying to, do something to them. But I mean, it's a humbling feeling.
Yeah, especially if you see somebody in them Concords. And you roll up on me asking about my Concords. I'm right.
Yeah.
You get a shot over them Concords.
Out of all the sneakers that you have designed, what's your favorite?
My favorite, I would say the stuff I did for Dornbecker Children's Hospital. That's the best stuff.
What was that?
That was we did the AJ2s, we did the 3s. I mean, we did a bunch of retro Jordans, and that went straight to children with life-threatening diseases and research to find cures for that. So that stuff to me is like the best work I worked on.
So you still do design retro Jordan, you just put different colors in them and stuff like that?
Not necessarily. So I'm on the innovation side, so I'm thinking 5 years out. So everything I work on is has not been created yet. So figuring out the business strategies and the reasons why we should make it.
Right.
So it's moving in a different direction for design.
Now let me ask you a question. Those sometimes a lot of people get Jordans and Nikes and things like that way early, and they say they usually come from overseas. Are they fake? Where do they come from? Let us know. Because this is the story that I've heard. I heard that Nike owns a plant, I guess, overseas. I don't know if it's China, if it's Hong Kong, if it's Beijing. I'm not sure what the plant is. And they own it a certain amount of time. And then when Nike turns it off, they just start printing from the same design.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, the interesting part is there's several ways people get them early to get seated, which you guys understand in the entertainment industry. Someone sends them to you.
Right.
People take them from the factories, or sometimes they get to the retail and they pre-sale before they actually open up to the regular public. So,
Which are they not supposed to do that?
I mean, it's difficult to control it, but sometimes when they have a relationship with certain customers, they're able to do it. But it's fake. If you see a SpongeBob Air Jordan, chances are we didn't make it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that a huge problem for you guys, though, counterfeit sneakers?
Yeah, it's a huge problem for the industry in general, just because it's an easy good to replicate. So anything with leather and rubber, people can
Because I remember people used to get the fake Air Force Ones all the time.
Yeah, you could go to any store. The fake Air Force Ones are like 40, 45, and then the real ones are 65.
No.
That's not real.
Let me see.
That's the Jordan 4 with the Knicks colorways.
See, I have to see it in person, but I mean, that's one of those things where, man, it's tough. If you don't see it floating around the company, chances are.
It's supposed to come out next week.
On which day?
I don't know. No, it's not coming out released in stores. I'm getting them early next week.
Somebody send them to you? Is it a reliable source?
I mean, they're usually reliable.
Yeah, the source has been
As far as
reliable.
you know.
All right,
Very much so.
Okay.
Source has been pretty reliable.
Now, what's in the future for you, though,
It hurt my feelings.
Mr. Jason Maiden? Do you ever get sick of it? I mean, you've been working there for 10 years. Are you like, all right, enough with the sneakers?
No. I don't get sick of it because what gets me excited is seeing other people come in and get opportunities. So I'm gonna be there as long as I can provide opportunities for other folks.
How do people get an opportunity at Nike?
Several ways. They know someone who is able to get their work in front of the right person. They apply for internships. They go online and apply for jobs. I mean, normally people just hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, and then I usually work with them to get their portfolio up to speed to put in front of a recruiter. So it's just having the ability and the confidence to reach out. That's normally how they get
As I'm
connected.
sure somebody will do right now.
Charlamagne's about to reach out right now and do an internship. Now,
I don't want an internship. I just want free sneakers.
Now, how many sneakers do you own?
Man, at one point I was up to about, I think it was somewhere around 1,100 pairs.
You have any Reeboks or Adidas in there?
No. No.
That's against your religion.
No, I mean, you just cursed at me, but.
Oh, man.
Adidas got some high product, though.
Hey, I'm sure they do.
No, I don't know about that.
Charlamagne clearly is doing something.
That's clearly doing something for Adidas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds like
Team
a check
Adidas,
is coming.
baby. Absolutely. Make commercials and all kinds of stuff.
All right, well, listen, the guys were super excited for you to come up here today. I don't know a lot about sneakers.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hurt a little bit. See, because I was expecting, I wanted to see some exclusives on his feet. The first thing I did, I didn't even look at him. I said, well, let me see what he's wearing on his
That's
feet.
what I told him. I said, let me see your feet.
No.
Now we want to see some exclusives, but then again, if he would want some exclusives, we'd have to take his 6'3" ass and knock him right out and take them exclusives right from him.
Trust me, this show.
Not way
quick for
outside.
y'all would have had to get the interns to jump in. Plus the cameraman, it wouldn't have been easy.
He's out from the south side of Chicago, baby.
It ain't happening like that.
Oh, man. Well,
And you know what else, too? Because I just read something that you did for Complex for Black History Month. You know, also, and you said that you were the first black intern that actually went to school for design.
Yep, I was the first black design intern that went through a design institution. So they had other black interns before, but never in design, which is crazy because it was 2001, and not that Nike wasn't actively looking for minorities, but the chances of us getting that opportunity was slim because not a lot of us went to design school. So, you know, being able to be the first and keep the door open, it's a blessing. It was crazy.
Speaking of black, when y'all gonna release the all black Concords?
Oh, come on, man.
We already did.
No, they didn't.
The all black with the ice bottom, with the white midsole. Yeah, we did, like 2 years ago.
The 11s?
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago.
The ones that they... No,
Jams.
not the Space Jams. The actual Concords. They're all black. Those might be fake, too.
Well, Concords is a color. Those are white and black. You thinking the all black... Well, if it's a black midsole,
all black
those are
11.
fake. Yeah, those are fake.
What?
Good job, Charlamagne.
Damn, Charlamagne hurt.
They said it was like $10,000.
Hopefully you didn't pay for that.
No, hell no.
Yeah, right.
No, we appreciate you hanging with us today.
No doubt. Thank you for having me.
Jason Maiden, Director of Innovation at Nike, former design at Brand Jordan, and Angela Yee's new boo-boo. We're going to set them up right. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.